It's a beautiful day and you're watching the main news on Hope Channel Zambia Media that Muyanga and George Kalimukwa is our sign language caster. Here are stories making headlines in our bulletin today. Kwacha appreciation signals economic stability, says government. NGO donates 20,000 kwacha worth of equipment to former sex workers in Nyimba. Mwansabumbwe Council seizes 232 kilograms of illegal fish. Kalomo farmers bemoan delayed funds from named bank. Much more stories are coming up shortly after this break.
Welcome to Brave Gardens, the perfect venue for unforgettable moments.
Whether it's a kitchen party, a dreamy outdoor wedding, a vibrant birthday celebration, or a fun-filled family day, Brave's Garden is the place to be.
Brave Garden offers a beautiful outdoor space with a swimming pool, kids play park, and a peaceful environment for any events.
We've got more than just space. Enjoy mouth-watering meals at our restaurant and bring the kids for school trips that blend fun and learning. Spacious, scenic outdoor setting, sparkling swimming pool, fun-filled kids play park, friendly staff and flexible packages.
At Brave Gardens, quality doesn't break the bank. We offer flexible packages at affordable rates to make your day special and stress-free.
Nested in a serene and secure environment, Brave's Garden offers the perfect backdrop for memories that last a lifetime.
Why wait? Come spend your day at Brave Gardens.
Situated just 24 kilometers from Lusaka CBD off Kafue Road. Call or WhatsApp us now to book your date or schedule a visit on 0977 321 919 or 0966 758 693 or 0773 198 960. Brave's Garden. Let us help you host your special day the brave way.
Now let's get the details. Government has expressed satisfaction with the continued strengthening of the Zambian kwacha against major international currencies, describing the development as a sign of growing confidence in the country's economic fundamentals. Minister of Commerce, Trade and Industry Chipoka Mlenga says the continued appreciation of the Zambian kwacha is a positive indicator of effective macroeconomic and fiscal management, as well as the commitment of Zambians to national productivity. The minister said the gains in the local currency are not accidental, but a result of deliberate economic measures and the response of citizens to President Hakainde Hichilema's call for increased productivity under the work after work agenda. He noted that a stronger kwacha brings tangible benefits to the economy, particularly in trade, commerce and consumer welfare, adding that the appreciation of the local currency lowers the cost of imported goods, raw materials, machinery, fuel and other critical inputs used in production and distribution. Mr. Mlenga further stated that reduced inflation, lowers fuel prices, and improved electricity supply have combined to reduce operational costs for businesses, creating room for price reductions across various sectors of the economy.
We would like to thank the Zambian business community and the Zambian citizens for responding to the call of His Excellency the President of work after work. It is not accidental that the economic fundamentals of this country are falling in place favorably for business. It is because of the Zambian people coming together to produce more food for ourselves, to produce more minerals and export and get more forex into our country. The currency is gaining strength against other major trading currencies. Our inflation has reduced from 23 to almost a single digit before the end of this month or possibly early next month. But we want to pass on the benefits to the consumers, to the households. Therefore, we are thanking the Zambia Association of Manufacturers through Zambif, Famanova, Africa, and others who have continued to reduce prices. But can also the essential commodities, the essential goods that our consumers are using also be reduced so that the people can benefit? In the same way, business houses increase prices overnight when fuel increases, when inflation falls, when the exchange rate is worse? Can we now pass on the benefit? From as far back as last year, January, February, March, the economic fundamentals of this country became better. Fuel reduced, among other things. Electricity now is available in business houses with more hours than we used to have. Can we now pass on the benefits to the consumers? The Economic Association of Zambia, Zambia Chamber of Commerce, Zambia Association of Manufacturers, the media, can we work together so that we serve the public in the best way we can? Thank you very much.
Zambia and Turkey have reaffirmed their commitment to deepening economic cooperation following high-level talks held in Lusaka between senior government officials from the two countries. The Zambian government says it is keen to strengthen strategic economic ties with Turkey with a focus on attracting large-scale investments in key growth sectors of the economy. This follows a courtesy call paid this morning by Turkish ambassador to Zambia, Hussein Babros Diko, on Minister of Finance and National Planning, Dr. Stumbeko Msokotwane, at the ministry headquarters in Lusaka. During the engagement, Dr. Msokotwane reiterated Zambia's interest in increased Turkish investment in mining, railways, tourism, agriculture, manufacturing and transport, logistics sectors he described as central to the country's economic growth and diversification agenda. The minister highlighted Turkey's strong economic performance as one of Europe's most dynamic economies and said Zambia sees significant potential for mutually beneficial growth through targeted investments in productive sectors. Meanwhile, Ambassador Diko reaffirmed strong interest from Turkish investors in Zambia's mining sector and welcomed the improved connectivity between the two countries following the introduction of regular Turkish airline flights. He said enhanced air links are already facilitating business engagements, investment, exploration and tourism, further strengthening bilateral economic cooperation. A non-governmental organization has donated 20,000 kwacha worth of restaurant and saloon equipment to former sex workers in Nyimba district of Eastern Province, aimed at supporting their transition into alternative livelihoods. Speaking during the handover ceremony, the Center Empowerment Program Executive Director, Professor Nkandu Luo, said the initiative is intended to economically empower beneficiaries and help them permanently exit prostitution. Professor Luo commended more than 50 sex workers who have committed to leaving the practice and starting their own. I'll read that again. Professor Luo commended more than 50 sex workers who have committed to leaving the practice and starting their own small businesses, describing the moment as a positive step towards self-reliance and dignity. Meanwhile, Nyimba District Commissioner Paul Daka encouraged the beneficiaries to form cooperatives in order to effectively access government empowerment programs. Mr. Daka said government, under the leadership of President Hakainde Hichilema, has released empowerment funds for women and youth through the Constituency Development Fund, CDF. Nyimba Town Council Chairperson Gatson Tembo thanked the beneficiaries for embracing change and choosing entrepreneurship as a pathway to sustainable livelihood.
This is a very, very important program in the lives of our women and men in Zambia. This is what inspired us, the founding members of the center, to put up this program so that we transform your lives from where you are to the next level. And those who are willing to be transformed, they lead greater lives. So these board members you see here do this work voluntarily so that we can uplift the lives of the vulnerable people who find themselves into sex work, not by choice, but because of vulnerability. I heard all of you giving testimonies. You said, from today, Nasinta. But let me share with you this morning that transformation is not an event. It's a total journey of transformation. There are those who have wanted particular skills. So we are going to, your coordinators here will be identifying those that would like to do other things other than restaurants or our saloons.
Kabungwe kawera kuti kamuyacheni itandizo yatitirandire TNT 7 deshe kuti utisintire vinji umoyo wasu. Tumbwana tumbwana neo napana mapano nupana miraboma ya president akainde ichirema. Tumbwana a president akainde ichirema CDF aikwenja ngako aparomba pano tukora ndira 40 million kwacha nyimba. Apa nyimba soti otenda meaning nataka tenda nyimba ikatikora ndira 80 million kwacha. Manja. Pandana manana ravyapa. Kuri componenti ya grants. Boma ya yupasa ndala mazaulele. From 1,000 kwacha to 40,000 kwacha. Paka group. Kutanda kuti mwe muri pano, mwe muri 10 mwapanga ka cooperative or ka club, muri 10 mwapanga ka club, muri 10 mwapanga ka club. Register. Pakanswa pafu. Is 420? 450 kwacha. Ako mkapanga romba, werani kofesi kwangu. Ni mtandi zilende kuti mtoreko magrasi.
People are saying they have changed. So, kutanda uzauna kuti kutoka paja, uzofika pena unless waja wamele sana kambeko, we can still maintain. But mwamvera, chiri bwino, ati ni kuchita bwanji chinja. Ati kambena matu kachita chinji so, chinja cha wamvwa, ati wamvwa na wawochita. Chiri important ngako njoti yani? Chawamvwa na kuchiri tai. So mwe mti mchite kuchinja ni chimwa chabwi.
The 14th session of the Democratic Republic of Congo Zambia Joint Permanent Commission on Defense and Security has officially opened in Lubumbashi. Zambia's Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Defense, Mambo Hamaundu, has reaffirmed Zambia's commitment to continued cooperation with DRC in addressing shared security concerns. Mr. Hamaundu said there is need for coordinated efforts to combat transitional organized crimes, including smuggling, human trafficking, and terrorism. He noted that such crimes pose serious threats to regional stability, economic growth, and cross-border security. The meeting is aimed at strengthening bilateral collaboration to curb security threats and enhance peace and stability between the two neighboring countries.
As you may be aware, Zambia and Congo are trading partners, and we need to ensure that we enhance this by doing whatever is necessary so that the trade routes in both countries remain secure, and would like to believe that if we do accomplish this, we will be enhancing our already good relations as neighbors. I'm actually pledging our continued cooperation with the DRC in order to ensure that there is sustainable peace and security along the common border and the region at large.
Just now, we take a break. We'll be right back with more stories. Stay tuned.
Did you know that you've got the right to complain against any radio or television broadcast? Did you also know that every radio or television station has an obligation to respond and address your complaints when aggrieved? The first step is to complain to the station not more than 3 months after the broadcast took place. It is expected that the station will respond reasonably to you, that is within 14 days. If not satisfied, then escalate your problem to the Independent Broadcasting Authority.
We're at Mass Media Complex, Ali King Carter Road, PO Box 32475, Lusaka, or call us on +260 211 250589 or visit our website at www.iba.org.zm.
IBA, promoting ethical and professional broadcasting. Every move of God begins in prayer. This January, God is inviting His people back to know Jesus as our living Savior. Join us on the 10 days of prayer from the 7th to the 17th of January 2026. Only on Hope Channel Zambia, media that changes lives.
Thank you for still staying with us. And now for the rest of the news. Mwansabombwe Town Council has confiscated 232 kilograms of illegally obtained fish in the district. The fish was later disposed of in accordance with the law. The confiscation followed 10 patrols conducted by the Department of Fisheries, Livestock and Veterinary Services, which led to the apprehension of 6 suspects, 3 men and 3 women. Director of Fisheries, Taonga Mukandawire, reaffirmed the department's commitment to enforcing fisheries regulations and protecting aquatic resources. Mr. Mukandawire has since urged members of the public to cooperate with authorities and adhere to fisheries laws to ensure sustainable use of aquatic resources.
The department is conducting these patrols, and during this period, no fishing activities are allowed, no selling of fish is allowed, even transportation of fish is not allowed. And should members of the public engage in these activities, the law shall visit them. So far, during we've conducted a number of patrols, and during this number of patrols, we have arrested 6 suspects who will be appearing in the courts of law very soon. And among these 6, 4 were female who were trading in fish, and 2 were caught fishing. So items confiscated, 232 kgs of fish was confiscated and was disposed of as the law applies.
The Examinations Council of Zambia, ECZ, has confirmed the payment of script marking fees to markers involved in the 2025 Junior Secondary School Leaving Examinations. In a statement issued to Hope News, ECZ Executive Director Dr. Michael Jilala has disclosed that the council has paid over 16.9 million kwacha in script marking fees to markers of the 2025 Junior Secondary School Leaving Examinations. Dr. Chilala said the total amount was paid on the 12th of January 2026 to 9,760 markers after the successful processing and validation of their claim forms. He explained that the marking of the Junior Secondary School Leaving Examinations commenced on the 7th of December and concluded on 13th December 2025. Dr. Jilala said markers who may not have received their payments have been advised to contact the Examinations Council of Zambia for corrective action. He has thanked the markers and other stakeholders for their dedication and support, noting that their commitment made it possible for ECZ to release the examination results on 23rd December 2025. He added that the timely release of results ensured that grade 10 pupils opened the 2026 academic year with other learners without losing valuable learning time. Dr. Chilala reaffirmed ECZ's commitment to its vision of being an educational assessment body of excellence. Nyalunga Citrus Farm Limited in Livingston has announced plans to scale up an outgrower scheme targeting smallholder farmers to produce groundnuts for export. The farm's general manager, Gerard Dreyer, says participating farmers will receive quality groundnut seed on credit and competitive prices upon delivery. Nyalunga has planted 165 hectares of groundnuts and expects about 450 metric tons valued at approximately $450,000 for export, mainly to Zimbabwe. Mr. Dreyer says the scheme aims to improve groundnut quality for export while increasing farmer participation across southern province. He adds that groundnuts are a low input crop and improve soil fertility, making them suitable for crop rotation.
Nyaronga Citrus Farm in Livingstone has scaled up plans to engage smallholder farmers in an outgrower scheme to grow groundnuts for export. Nyaronga Citrus Farm General Manager Gerard Dreyer says his farm will provide good quality groundnut seed and offer a good price to farmers to be engaged in the outgrower scheme. Mr. Dreyer revealed that Nyaronga Citrus Farm has grown 165 hectares of groundnuts, expecting 450 metric tons, giving a $450,000 United States dollars export value.
Today to give to small-scale farmers a good quality of seed and eventually a good price as well to deliver back to us. We currently export our peanuts to Zimbabwe, but we've got a lot of export markets available. So yeah, the outgrower scheme will be give them seeds on credit. They deliver back to us at a good price. We currently plant about 165 hectares, so we're expecting about 450 tons from this, which gives us about 450, let's call it 450,000 US dollars value.
Lushomo Tamanekwa is a member of the inventory management.
The first thing they normally face is nematode with the soil we have. So the first thing they need to do is to control the nematodes.
Mr. Dreyer further explains other activities undertaken at the farm.
Currently we've got 40 hectares of oranges, which it's a long-term investment. It's a good thing to have to cover your, let's call it your monthly expenses and that so on. But the other thing we do on rotation with the peanuts is wheat in the winter or seed maize.
Reporting, Lawrence Kabutu in Livingstone, Southern Province.
And finally, in our bulletin, some farmers in Kalomo district of Southern Province have complained about the delays by a named commercial bank in releasing their funds, despite the money having already been dispersed by government. The affected farmers say they have been spending nights in Choma in an effort to access their funds, but have so far been unsuccessful. They have appealed to relevant authorities to intervene, saying the delay has negatively affected their livelihoods. The farmers say the situation has impacted their school-going children and hindered their ability to purchase essential agricultural inputs for the current farming season.
Wakati kugwahura gatutahori mane lyabhira twarara kuno kucho mamanda akurentina ari mukuzana kwaja kuseni tura ugwahura ambureni ngamboti tetete ponya mare shibabusa kupa ibni banki iri siro maningi takwa ambo mabonwa ari mibamana amuriyango mbagai seno kuromba kweshikwa kuteti na kuri bakozi yakwimini nabalimi kaga na hurumende airanganie aye mara abali mari mwabusa aba gwishe aba peba indo oroba mbima banki muri bazana ko bakonze kuhambana kupa bali kambo turahudwa basijikoro bakajira baenda kunka mujikoro ngokango maringo turindira basijikoro beshi batele mari kujikoro eno twapatira maningi so to bali mibango na mera bwe ikuzana twakasiga jiro ibali mibandite mukati bali byote ari mukuzana banjira wakuma tuova wazambure eno tabana kuzwa mukati so cho tuyanda chauti aba itupurani ne hurumende hibe jakutijitira banki yapusa twapatira roko
so ndi fama kuzwa kuona mera anda Karomo tonga waka banki ya absa kwamba uti tebe kidemani mukati mukuhoya iba malimi pe kambwa kwamba uti uva kuseni wa malimi ba hoya mba shonto maningi ja kwamba ti mabanki samwe arahoya abantu basika kuma 700 bati baro banki iliya bati siyo kuhola abantu bali 50 so tena kwa uyu mutu ba farmers kambwa uti dirapa makwesa ahwe mutujindira kwamba tukole mafoke mari eso kambwa uti kurumende kwenda na mulimba yakahomeya kwamba ti mari twele katuhole tusika mu 10 January so tena kwamba period hando indirira maningi kutozigomba kwamba tikamba kuti bantu bakala maningi mugatimia kuti malembe ngo balemba aria abaje heje utekwa bantu kabafambana kuzote katwambana kukola mali.
Well, that story closes our bulletin, but before we go, here are stories that made headlines. Kwacha appreciation signals economic stability. NGO donates 20,000 worth of equipment to former sex workers in Nyimba. Mansabombwe Council seizes 232 kilograms of illegal fish. Kalomo farmers bemoan delayed funds from named bank. On behalf of the entire production team and crew, my name is Mwene Mianga and George Kalumukwa on our sign language. Bye for now.